Hey, come here for a sec. Let me tell you something. Come closer, a little more. This completely changed how I think about growth. Did you know your brain can actually rewire itself based on what you believe and repeat? According to Harvard Medical School, your brain literally adapts itself and rebuilds with repeated thoughts and behaviors. I know, crazy, right? That process is called neuroplasticity. And all that means is that when you're not stuck,
You're built to grow.
but let me keep it real. Most of us grow up in environments where people define you by your past. Trust me, I know. They hold on to,
Who you used to be.
like that's the whole story. And sometimes, if we're honest, we do that to ourselves too. But that's not how real change works. You're allowed to evolve. You're allowed to outgrow the version of yourself that made mistakes. You're even allowed to stop apologizing for wanting better. Let me tell you a quick story to make this real. There was a man named Paul, but before he became Paul, he was known as Saul. Saul was stubborn, convinced he had all the answers, and in trying to prove he was right,
He actually ended up doing a lot of damage.
he wasn't just lost, he was leading others in the wrong direction. But then something happened that forced him to.
Pause.
A moment so disruptive, it snapped him out of his autopilot. In psychology, we call that a pattern interrupt. A powerful moment that breaks your old loop and wakes you up. That's often what it takes. Not a slow drift, but a sudden moment of clarity that says, I can't do this. I can't keep living like this. Saul had to face himself, and more importantly, he had to let go of who he was pretending to be.
The image. The pride. The control.
And that's the truth. Most people don't want to hear about personal growth. You can't take your old identity into your new life. You have to release who you were to become who you were meant to be. Before we dive in, hit subscribe. You'll learn how to level up and live like the top 1%. Sweet. Now that you're locked in, let's talk about something real for a minute. This might hit close to home. Just hang tight for a sec. Maybe you feel like it's too late, like the damage is done. But I'm telling you, the voice in your head that says you've gone too far is lying to you. Change doesn't start when everything's perfect. It starts when you get honest, own your past, and decide to move forward anyway. If someone like Paul, someone who actively resisted change, could transform his life, then what's stopping you? Paul didn't live stuck in guilt. He moved forward with purpose. Not because he earned it, but because he chose it. That part. He stopped being who people thought he was and started becoming who he was made to be. Let that sink in for a moment. You're not broken. You're becoming. Say that. So here's a real question. Do you know who you really are? Not the version shaped by fear, failure, or what others think about you, but the real you, buried under noise and pressure.
That's heavy.
That resistance you keep running into, that friction, every time you try to level up, it's not a stop sign. It's proof you're on the edge of something real. True. If you're done carrying the weight of who you were, if you're ready to stop shrinking, stop surviving, and finally step into the life God has been calling you to,
This is your moment.
if you're tired of being who you were, if you're ready to stop shrinking, stop surviving, and finally step into the life God has been calling you to, this is your moment. Grab my identity journal and devotional It's made for this part of the journey. The link's in the description. Just tell me where you want me to send it. Let's walk it out together. You were made for more.
Let's go!
If you're not subscribed to King Junkie View, you probably won't see us again.